Hey everybody. Shh. Wow, I must be tired tonight. Anyway, I thought I recorded the process for all of these cards and I did not. I did quite the opposite. I recorded all the time when I wasn't recording. Does that make sense? Anyway, Beth is having a challenge and I just love Beth. Beth and I have very similar views on Graphic 45. She just makes me laugh all the time. I love you, Beth. So, Beth has a monthly challenge where she has people make cards for various communities who could use them. Maybe need a pick-me-up, or they need something to give, you know, people who are in hospitals and that kind of thing. She picks a different organization each month. This month, she's doing an organization or a house where they help people, adults, fairly young adults with MS. So I wanted to make some cards for her. She has a goal of having 95 cards. So I made it my goal to make 10. She wants 95 cards to give to the residents. And then she said she would also like, you know, if you want to do extra, you can send some like birthday cards and stuff like that that they can use to give to other people. And I probably sent a few of those out of my stash, but I made it a goal to make 10 cards to help her reach her goal. So these are my 10 cards that I've made, and I thought I had made process videos on how to put these together, and apparently not. So I'm just gonna have to talk you through them, and I'm sorry that I have no process videos. Actually, I'm really kind of sad about it. All right, so this is the first card that I made. I only made 2 of these. I started with this pattern paper that's right here. It's from Die Cuts with a View. It's the fantasy line, and I had half a sheet sitting on my desk because my daughter and I had made a card for Rena's granddaughter, and we had paper left. I had paper left over sitting on my desk, so I thought I'm going to use that. So I put that on there. This is just some lavender paper, Stampin' Up! Probably, vellum. And I cut it here with a Martha Stewart punch. These 2 stamps are Graphic 45 Time to Flourish stamps. And I just stamped them on some cream colored paper, and I just quick watercolored them. No, I wasn't worried about shading or anything, just quick watercolored them with Distress ink. Then this stamp right here that says hello, that is Club Scrap. And then inside of the card, I stamped this saying, "Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year," by Ralph Waldo Emerson. So those are my 2 girly cards. Then I wanted to make more gender neutral cards because I'm sure that there are men in the facility, and I think these cards, the rest of these cards, could go for either a guy or a girl. I made 4 of these, and I started with a craft card base, and I think that's Recollections craft paper, and then this background music paper, and all of the papers that you see here came from this paper pad that I've been using so much lately, which is Kaiser Craft Expressions. And I'm trying to kill that pad, and let me tell you, I'm doing a good college try. That's a big pad. So what I did was I chose 4 different colored papers, and I took these stamps here. These hot air balloons are from Recollections. I got them at Michael's on clearance for $4, which is bonus. There are 5 stamps in various sizes, and so I just stamped each. I took the 4 colors and I laid it out, and I stamped each balloon on all 4 colors. And then I cut them all out and arranged them sort of strategically on the card. And this, you can see that that's gold paper right there. And that I got at an office supply, $2 for 25 sheets. It was so cheap. It was in the clearance section. We also got silver. My sister and I were stoked. We took all that they had, which was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 packs, but it's great. And then here I just stamped "Think positively and good things will happen," and that is Club Scrap. So that is my hot air balloon card, and I made 4 of those. I have 4 of them, and each one is basically laid out the same, but has different colored balloons arranged, or they're the same colors, but they're arranged differently. So I like those. I'm loving this card. Last card, I made 4 of these. This card base is, I believe this is Recollections, and then this creamy card, I don't know where that came from. I've had that for a very long time. It's sort of it has a linen texture to it. And then these stamps right here, these 2 are TCP Studios, and I got this in a D-stash just recently. So I took this large background stamp, I coated it with wild honey, and then I rocked vintage photo around the edges of it. And I wanted it to have kind of that monarch butterfly look, and I love the look of the peacock feathers with the orange. I just think that's just a beautiful combination, and so I really wanted to do that. And I feel like that had a slightly more gender neutral aspect to it. And also I used this hemp twine from the sorry, it's jute. It was from the dollar spot in Target at Halloween time, but it's orange. But I think it really goes nicely here and helps to lend to that sort of rustic, gender neutral aspect to it. This stamp, The Best Is Yet to Come, is Club Scrap, and I stamped that in peacock feathers, and I stamped the little butterfly in peacock feathers, and then I took it's just pearl colored watercolor, and if you need to know how to make that pearl colored watercolor, I have a video in my collection called The Case for Pearl X that I made like 4 years ago, and it teaches you how to make these watercolors along with sprays, and just like it has 10 different uses for Pearl X. It's a total technique video, probably the most popular video I've ever made. And then I just fussy cut it out and put it up there, and it has a really kind of subtle pearlized aspect to it. So these are the cards that I have made for Beth's challenge. 10 cards for Beth's challenge. So that leaves her 10% done with her goal of 90 cards, 93 cards. That's about 10%, a little more than 10%, but let's just say 10%. And Beth, if you decide that if you get too many or whatever, and you want to save these for another thing that you're going to do, it's fine. Use these how you want. But I'm going to send you these 10 cards. All right. Again, if you want to join Beth's challenge, go down here and watch the video, and you too can make some cards that could make someone's day better. Have a good night.